My name's Ash. I'm a midwife here at Centenary Hospital for Women and Children. I'm very excited to be showing you a video tour of our unit today. So we've started off our tour at the front of the hospital in the pick up and drop off area. So this is probably the number one question I get asked at childbirth education: where do we come when she's in labour? So if you're coming in labour or after hours or with an urgent concern, I recommend coming in at the front of the Women's and Children's building off of Gilmore Crescent. If you're coming in for a planned pregnancy appointment or a planned birth, such as an induction or a cesarean, it's probably better to park over in the multi-storey car park off of Yamba Drive, just as there's longer term parking available there.
There's two ways you can get from the multi-storey car park to here in Maternity. You can either walk through the main hospital and follow the black line through to Maternity, or there is a shuttle bus that will drive you around.
If you're coming in after hours, you'll need to call through the intercom and just let security know that you're here so they can open the door for you.
After you come through the doors, if you're in labour, coming in after hours, or with an urgent concern, head up to level 3 in the main birthing area.
Now we're up on level 3 and there's two main areas that you could go to for your birth. So first we'll go around to the birth centre, rooms 1 to 5, and have a look at the rooms there. This is the area you go to if you're booked into one of our continuity programs. So what that means is you have your own midwife's mobile number that you call to meet her in here. So now we're in one of the birth centre rooms. So the birth centre is designed for women wanting a low intervention approach to their birth. And this room is really the ideal space for that. It's a nice big space that you can actively labour, move around. In the birth centre, in every room, we have a bath available if you want to be in the bath for labour or if you want to have a water birth. We also have an ensuite in every room with double shower heads in case you're wanting the water but not the bath. Now we'll head over to the birth suite and see the main birth rooms. So now we're over at the main birthing area, rooms 6 to 21. You'll have to call the doorbell to be able to get into the unit here. Please call ahead to the midwife so that we can be ready for your arrival. So now we're in one of the birth rooms in the main birthing area. We have a few different types of room in birthing to accommodate different women that want different things for their birth. So this is one of the rooms that doesn't have a bath, but about half of them do. So if you know that you're wanting to use the bath in your labour or for water birth, please let the midwives know when you call ahead when you're on your way in. The rooms that don't have a bath, you can see they are still very spacious, a lot of room for actively labouring, but also have the different beds that are a little more versatile for different labour management options. In all of the rooms here in Birthing and Birth Centre, we invite you to make this space your own, however it is that you feel comfortable. If you and your baby are well after birth, we support early discharge from hospital, which means you could go home anywhere between 4 and 24 hours after your baby is born. You will then have close follow-up from the mid-call midwives in the comfort of your own home. If for any reason you need to stay for closer observation of you or baby, we will transfer you down to level 2 to our postnatal ward. Let's go have a look at a room now. This is one of our postnatal rooms. We do have a mixture of single and shared rooms on the postnatal ward. You and your baby will stay here as long as you need, and depending on the timing of when you go home, you may still be eligible for the mid-call home visiting service. Every room here does have its own ensuite, and there's kitchen facilities down the corridor for you.
So also here on level 2, we've got the Zuki Cafe, the Maternity outpatients, where you'll come for your planned pregnancy appointments, the fetal medicine unit, where you might have scans with a specialist, and also the maternity assessment unit. This is where you'll come if you have an unscheduled appointment that you need to see a midwife for, such as you've broken your waters but you're not in labour, that you're worried about your baby's movements and need assessment, or maybe you're needing closer monitoring of your blood pressure, as some examples. The other thing you can do from level 2 is follow the black line all the way down, and it will take you to the main block of the Canberra Hospital and back to the Yamba Drive multi-storey car park. Down here on level 1 we have our childbirth education room. It's the only thing you'll probably come to on level 1, so when you come in the main doors for the Women's and Children's building, turn left and come into the paediatric outpatient waiting area. The last place I point out on our tour is our NICU and special care nursery. Only a small percentage of babies actually need to come here after birth. We try to prioritise wherever possible keeping you and your baby together. But if your baby needs extra care from nurses and doctors, it may happen here in the NICU.
Thank you for joining me here today. If you have any other questions, anything we didn't cover in the tour, please ask your midwife at your next appointment, or if it's urgent, you can call the midwives here in Birthing on 5124 7444. Bye!